Rafiq
with
Pening World Market News.
Today we will bring you a few firms from different stock market that might interest you in investing.
Firstly, we will give you a follow-up of a development of Lukoil in Moscow Stock Exchange by our journalist Umi.
Thank you, Rafiq. I am now currently live in Moscow, Russia, and I will bring you guys the news on the market index for the petroleum company in Moscow, which is NK Lukoil PAO. NK Lukoil PAO is one of the largest petroleum company in Russia, founded by Vagit Alekperov in 25th November 1991. The origin of the company is in Moscow itself. The nature of its business are mainly the petroleums, but they also produce the natural gas and petrochemical. For the annual revenue, the company have reached 102 billion US dollar in 2017 with net income of 7.21 billion. NK Lukoil PAO has set the highest current share price for the month of November. The highest share price is 5,129 Russian ruble. Meanwhile, the lowest share price is stated at 4,824 rubles, indicating the declining of 305 ruble in 5 days. The reason why there is a decline in the share price is because on 12 November, Ukraine rebelled the region vote in polls claimed by Kiev and the West. Due to this conflict, Washington and Brussels call out on Russia for illegal raid, making most of the investors step back from share market. Moreover, the share was also affected due to the oil price that whipsawed as OPEC allies ramped up talk on supply cuts at December meeting. This restrained the company to accelerate their share price since the world oil price itself is decelerating. However, the company's shares is expected to increase more in the next coming years. That's all from me. Thank you.
Facebook are one of the most popular social media platform nowadays. But how about their stock market price? Together with us, our journalist Rafiq will give you the index market share.
Thank you, Lisa. Hello, my name is Rafiq, and today I'm going to share about the market index share for one of the largest social media platforms in the world, which is famously known as Facebook. Facebook Incorporated is an American online social media and social networking service company based in Menlo Park, California, and it is one of the largest listed companies on the Nasdaq stock market. The nature of the business includes social media and social networking service. For their annual revenue, the company has reached around 40.653 billion US dollar. As for their market share, the previous close was at 148.68, and within a week, it has decreased by 2.5%. So for the next open, it will start at 144.96. In the trade, the highest price is at 151.53, while for the lowest is at 144.96 US dollar. The key resources for Facebook is that it is a geographically diversified business. Second, the company's revenues mostly comes from the ads posted on their social media platform. However, there are also risks for Facebook Incorporated, whereby political issues in United States of America might greatly affect the stock price of the company. And that is all for today. I am Rafiq, and thank you. Mitsubishi UFJ Financial Group is a well-established bank holding and financial services company. Our journalist Wani will bring you the latest stock market of the firm.
Thank you, Rafiq. So, hello everyone. I'm Wani. I'm currently in Tokyo, Japan. So today I will bring the market share for Mitsubishi UFJ Financial Group Incorporated, which is one of the largest financial and banking services in Japan. So 49.17 billion US dollar are reported as their annual revenues. Okay, for the first weeks of November 2018, they started their share with 673.70 Japanese yen and closed their market share with the highest point, which is 685.40 Japanese yen. So for the main revenue for this company come from their main client, which is from loan banks and so on. So for the another revenue gained from taking interest rate by producing bonds. So that's all from me in Tokyo, Japan.
Volkswagen stock market are quite intense these days. Let's see the latest share price with our journalist Sabrina.
Thank you, Nisa. I am Sabrina, currently bringing news from Berlin. First up today, we're going to bring up about the market index share for one of the largest automobile industry in Germany, which is also famously known as Volkswagen. Volkswagen is the largest German automaker founded on 28 May 1967 by German Labour Front Berlin under Adolf Hitler and headquartered in Wolfsburg. The nature of the business includes automotive manufacturing. For the annual revenue, the company has reached around 119 billion euros, and for the market share, the previous close is at 155 and 44. And within a week, it has decreased by 6.42%. So for the next open, it will start at 155.44 as well. In a trade, the highest price is at 156.14, while for the lowest is at 146.06. The key sources for Volkswagen German economy goes into reverse gear as the car industry struggles as their GDP decreased to 0.2, the worst spell in more than 5 years, the first contraction in 3 years. Next is because the new regulations in car industry, and this affect the investor because they tend to lose confidence and no longer buy bond at interest rate due to the new policy. Another risk that affect the investor is because the Volkswagen is having a trade war in China and US that affecting European Union, and it includes Germany. In a conclusion, European Union, US and Japan should work together to address market distortions, but not by ad hoc protective tariff, but by strengthening the World Trade Organization and its competition rules. And that's all for today's news. I am Sabrina. Have a great day.
Bonia Corporation Berhad is a well-established Malaysian company in fashion retailer, which are also having an intense stock exchange. Let's take a look about their market share price with our journalist, Khairunisa.
Salam sejahtera, welcome. I am Khairunisa, currently bringing news to you from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. First up today, we are going to bring up about the market index share for one of the largest fashion retailer in Malaysia, which is famously known as Bonia Corporation Berhad. Bonia was established by Mr. Chiang Sam, Group Executive Chairman in 1874, who started the business of designing, manufacturing and wholesaling of little goods in Singapore. The nature of business is fashion retailer, which mainly sell footwear, handbag and accessories. For their annual revenue, the company has reached around 234.28 million, and for their market share, the observation for 1 week shows that its share price has fallen from its high of 0.30 cents in November 12, 2018 to 0.27 at the close of trading that week. The key sources for Bonia Corporation Berhad, one of the stock analysts, Erica Wong, said that the higher demand seen by retail stock could be driven by investors switching from counter that were once the darling of the stock exchange to a new counter beside the zeroization of the GST. With the government reviewing mega projects, investors are left with little choice due to the lingering uncertainties in stock that are especially related to construction and building materials. It is advised to the investor who have jumped to the retail bandwagon to keep a close eye on further announcements, as it is expected that sale will slow down after the tax-free period. And that's all for today's news. I am Khairunisa. Have a great day ahead. That is coverage for our world stock market today. Based on observation by our stock analysts, world market index nowadays are quite unstable in most of business nature.
It is advised to investor who wants to jump to stock exchange to do a further detailed research before investing.
That is all from us.
May odds be in your favor.
Until then, good luck from Pening World Market News. I am Nisa.
And I am Rafiq.
Assalamualaikum.
And good night.